E3 happened last week, and Sony was there, Microsoft was there, Nintendo was there, and most major game developers were there, but who wasn't there were two of the biggest players in the gaming industry, Facebook and Apple. Traditionally, we don't think of them as gaming platforms. Facebook is a social networking site, and Apple claims computers and those ever-popular trinkets like the iPad, iPod Touch, and the iPhone, and yet they make some of the most successful and profitable games in the modern gaming age. We've come a long way from the Atari 2600 and even further away from the vector-based graphics system, the Vectrex, and even the NES seems like 500 years ago. Even though PC games weren't always Farmville, they have slowly developed over time with multiplayer components and huge MMOs. One of the first known ever digital computer games is Space War by creator Steve Russell, which I guess you can't even really consider a PC-based game. It's like a DC game, digital computer. Well, it was developed in 1961, so that's like 50 years ago. I mean, this is way before the internet was fully armed and operational. You played Space War originally on a Star Trek-inspired PDP, a mini computer called the Program Data Processor. It was pretty wild. There is only one PDP still working of 3 in existence at the Computer History Museum. I mean, these are gaming's roots here. Mini computer? I think my MacBook Pro is a mini computer, but this was seriously the most cumbersome mini anything that I've ever seen. So what gives Apple and Facebook? You have 50 years of PC gaming, mini console gaming, which after all isn't the iPhone pretty much a mini console, to represent. At a gaming conference, we would have liked to seen representatives from the most popular gaming platform on the planet, as claimed by Apple's senior vice president for the iPhone, Scott Forstall, at a developer conference, citing the 50 million registered users on its iPod Touch-supported social gaming platform, Game Center. In a similar vein, Zynga, which makes games for Facebook, attracts millions of users daily to take advantage of Facebook's free games like the ever-popular Farmville. So were our main events at E3 ignoring this change in gaming? I mean, should we find it strange or worrisome that Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft all but ignored these hugely popular platforms? It's safe to say that these big three want to focus on their new hardware and games, but to simply ignore these platforms seems ludicrous, especially if the gaming industry is going this way with mobile devices, the iPad, the iTouch, and Facebook. However, for those of us who enjoy hours of Final Fantasy, this type of immersing gaming is not quite available for iOS devices and Facebook yet. Will these platforms step up, or will they team up with big developers like Activision and bring us mind-blowing hour-long RPGs for our iPhones? Either way, we're a far cry from Space War, but most gamers now agree nothing beats hours joined at a console making your way through God of War 3. So your consoles are safe for now, Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, and we will look to the future.